I haven't been over here in a minute, and I'm going to talk today about the resistance that people are very clearly feeling when it comes to getting any sort of education to level up their lives. I saw someone at ClawCap wondering why people are posting all their income screenshots from TikTok Shop and how they are making in 1 month what he makes in the entire year. And he's like, "What? I don't know how to feel about that. I don't know if I should be happy or sad or mad," kind of thing. And so I pipe in with, well, if you want that, you kind of have to go ask them what they're doing if you want the same thing. And he's just, "Well, how?" I'm like, "You get high income skills." And then someone else chimed in with that no one is ever telling them how to do it. It's like, how do we do this? And I said this to them, and Lord have mercy on their soul. You all think courses are scams, and so nothing changes for you. And I haven't heard back from them, and I hope I don't, because they are disqualified from working with me. The amount of excuses and very, very obvious limiting beliefs that people have, that they are just trapped in this thought that life is unfair and they shouldn't have to work for anything and all of this kind of stuff. It's like, life is going to get a lot harder for you if you keep up this mentality. They are going to have to get even deeper in the shits before they wake up and realize that they are literally causing all of the nonsense in their life that they don't like. Here's an analogy, because I want to keep these short. If someone is working the Del Taco drive-thru, which is a hard job, I would not want that job. I appreciate my drive-thru workers. They're making $13.50 an hour, which is not enough money to do anything with. If that person working the Del Taco drive-thru, and I'm sure they filled in the kitchen on occasion, if they wanted a raise, they would have to go to the next level of restaurant. And here in town, that would be a tavern, where, they have just the bar food in the back and the gambling machines built into the bar, or it's your basic bar food that anyone can basically make, flat top, fryer, salads, stuff like that. That would instantly give them at least a $3 to $5 an hour raise. And at the same time, they're going to get their skills up, where now, instead of only having to work drive-through restaurants, they can now work in sit-down restaurants. That, in culinary, is a very obvious upgrade. And they are still doing a hard job. I've worked in taverns, and they are what they are. But once you get to a certain level where you want to work with maybe more elevated food, they're now going to have to go into more finer dining. Not necessarily the mansion, because even with my 20 years of experience, I couldn't get into the mansion, and I don't want to do that kind of food anymore. But I know there's a casino property in town that they have a cafe, and I know people who work there. From midnight to 6 in the morning is balls to the wall busy. Just their overnight cafe, and they're making $26 an hour. But you have to get the skills in order to do that. If you're coming right out of the drive-thru, going to that casino, you're going to trip and fall and bring everyone down with you. So you have to level yourself up in increments before you get over there. Same as if someone who is in that cafe wanted to go to the mansion, they're going to start you out at the bottom, but they're going to level you up slowly so you can fit in over there with the rest of the flow. These are skill builds that they're doing. It's skill stacking. They're going from put the fries in the bag to this is how you cut the fries, to rinse the fries, to drain the fries, to blanch the fries, to cool the fries, and to cook them again in duck fat. That has to be you have to know these things. You can't just go from 1 to 100 without filling in this gap. And the gap is where people do not want to be. They want what they want right now. They have no patience. They don't want to learn, and they don't understand why they have to learn. And this is a major disqualifying criteria, as far as I'm concerned, with anyone who wants to get started in any kind of digital marketing education program, including Legacy. They buy the course, they're actually investing in their education, but they're not looking at it this way because they're still in employee consumer mindset. And I make these videos to help people get out of that mindset, and so they can actually become someone who can learn and do what needs to be done. Because Legacy, even though it has 100% resell right ability, if you start into this program thinking you can resell it immediately without actually digging into the education, this is why people struggle. Would you want your doctor, and they're called doctor from day one apparently, from his first day in medical school, would you want them operating on your kid's brain after 3 months? I don't think so. Everyone is going to learn at their own pace. This is why we don't look at anyone else inside the program unless we're looking for inspiration and motivation. Whenever someone is posting their sales for the day, it's like, oh, I had an $1,800 day. There is always going to be 10 people going, how did you do it? And the answer is always the same. They followed the blueprint. They showed up to the Zoom meetings. They're implementing what they learned. And people want to dodge this. They just want to resell it. You have to actually go through the program. And if you don't want to do that, then this is not for you. If you're this impatient and you just want to make money right now, then you are literally setting yourself up to get scammed. And you're scamming yourself because you're in the gap. You got to close that gap. This gap is the gap of resistance. You have to take the courses. Can you imagine if I was in culinary school and I didn't want to go upstairs and sit through the theory, and then I didn't want to go downstairs into the education kitchen and actually do the stuff, and if I didn't want to go to my externship, and then I would be really confused why I didn't know how to cook and why I didn't graduate? Y'all, same. Okay, I've yapped enough. I'm reading today. This is what we're reading from the old goat here. I might start posting here again. I still have all of the shorts in the rotation, and the shorts will always lead back to videos like this because, yeah, I do have this digital marketing education program that I promote, and I'm branding myself. This takes time. If you don't want to take the time to do this, then you've got to stay in the drive-thru and make peace with it. You heard? Okay. So, have a good day. Like, favorite, subscribe, share it, do all that good stuff, because I'm not alone, you're not alone, and odds are that you know someone who needs to level up in their life. So, send them to me. Bye.